I think this right here is probably one of the most beautiful features about this living room section right over here, right? What's up, guys? I'm DField. It's been a while. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Bloxburg for another adventure video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. We've got some big updates to show you guys right at the very start of the episode, all right? Take a quick second, hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started today. We do have a lot to do. I do want to work on a little bit of pizza delivery, but first things first, I need to show you guys some of the updates that has been happening to my mansion here on TheOne. So check it out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the value. We did just surpass $300,000. I've been working on this build with Blue, and he's kind of given me a couple of building tips as to how I can make this house a lot more beautiful. So guys, I don't know if you remember exactly how this mansion looked like last week, but you guys can kind of see we've put in a couple of hours this past weekend to actually make it look a little bit better. And honestly, for me personally, I'm thinking that this is coming absolutely together. It is actually becoming into the modern mansion that I've been dreaming about, and I can't wait to show you guys some of the updates. Now, obviously, it's not completely done yet, and some of the things are still being fleshed out, but I want to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of the layout and sort of the changes that we've made, and you guys need to let me know if the changes have been really good. So, hey, a huge shout out to my boy Blue. Thank you so much for, just helping me kind of make my vision come to, reality over here, because obviously with all of these really skilled Bloxburg builders, they know exactly what they are doing. So anyways, guys, the very first thing that I do need to show you guys is check out the entranceway. All right, now previously we did basically have the same floor plan, but you guys can kind of see we've changed up some of the window styles. We've changed up how I kind of accented some of the corners of the walls. We went with this nice brick granite, as you guys can see over here, and then on top of that, we also changed some of the balconies. You guys can kind of see how we've added a balcony up front right here. We're gonna be adding a balcony over here as well. Hold on, guys, it's becoming nighttime really quickly. Let me go ahead and actually restart the server real fast just so we can see everything on the property. Give me 1 second. Here we go. A quick restart to the server should do the trick, and look how beautiful this mansion is. Now, like I did say, this mansion is not 100% completed yet. There is currently no roof on this building because I'm kind of messing around with the skylights right now. You guys can kind of see we've got a skylight on the left side right over here, another one back over here towards the kitchen. I haven't quite fully decided where exactly we're going to be having the skylights, but I kind of just put those in for the meantime, just so sort of like a space filler, just so I kind of know sort of the idea of where we're going for. So check it out, guys. Walking into the main entrance, this is a little bit different from what you guys saw the last time we were here, but everything is looking so freaking modern. I absolutely love it, guys. You've got the stairwell on the right side, which is going to be leading into the second floor. Now, previously we had a second floor over here that was gonna be a guest bedroom, but Blue was like, what if we make this into a really nice like open section so that the living room down here, the sunroom that we were designing, is going to have a lot more open light. So check it out, guys. How are you guys liking this little sort of modern living room? This is going to be where you're going to be reading your books and stuff. I'll probably end up adding some sort of bookshelf or something here. I just need to figure out a way to make it still match that sort of modern theme without, making it pop out just a lot from the side. So a lot of different updates that have been going on over here, guys. I hope you guys are, sort of enjoying everything. And then here is the living room that we worked on previously. Now, in the previous build, we did end up having the TV on this side, and then Blue gave me a really fantastic idea, and some of you guys actually commented this as well, to put a fireplace in this massive living room. And I think this right here is probably one of the most beautiful features about this living room section right over here, right? So you've got the stairwell, you can see the actual fireplace from the inside of the stairwell, check that out, and then you've got this whole modern mansion feel just because of the design. Look at this, man. This honestly turned out really freaking good. I'm super happy about the way that this living room turned out, because we are definitely going to have a lot of natural lighting when we get this nice roof on it as well. So that is going to be some of the big plans over there. Now, one of the cool things that Blue was kind of trying to teach me, I wanted to kind of show you guys this, because this kind of shows some of the different ideas that actually end up working out here on Bloxburg with these new custom shapes. All right, guys, so really quickly over here, right over here, you guys might be like, Mark, what kind of windows are those? What are you using for this little central garden section right over here? Now, if I go ahead and actually copy this, you guys guys can kind of see from the bottom left, it says it's a semi-transparent cube. Wait, Mark, isn't this supposed to be like a window? So one of the really cool things that a lot of Bloxburg builders are utilizing is the scaling tool with the basic shape. So if we go to build and we go to basic shapes, this window glass right here, guys, this is actually a semi-transparent cube. Now with this, you can take this, right? I'm gonna go ahead and place it real fast. If I use this scaling tool and resize this object, you can literally change, I don't know if you guys are seeing the outline of it, but you can change how big and how thick, how wide it is just by like messing around with the scaling tool stuff. So what is actually happening right here is we've scaled it downwards so then it literally looks like a plane of glass, and then maybe just scale it out just a bit just so we can kind of get the actual height of the glass like so, and then boom, now you have yourself $1,000 piece of glass. Now obviously this is going to take a little bit more time to do with some of these items, but I just really wanted to show you guys some of the different types of tactics and things that people are doing in order to build a lot of custom creations here on Bloxburg. So the new scaling tool that they recently added is probably going to be one of the things I personally want to, you know, work on a little bit more, just because of how different and how many different sorts of like combinations you can do with these shapes in order to create a lot of different things. So I really did want to show you guys that a lot of different custom classes, as you guys can see over here. This is how these Bloxburg builders are getting some of these types of shapes, guys. You guys can kind of see utilizing this wall right over here. This isn't even really a door. This is actually a basic shape, a custom doorway right over here. So a lot of different ideas being messed around with. I hope you guys are enjoying and learning a little bit of something as well in order to be able to put those into your own builds. But last but not least, let's go ahead and show you guys the last part of the layout over here. This is still a work in progress. Like I did say, nothing is absolutely set in stone. We probably will end up changing a lot of different things. And then on the last week's episode, like we did mention, I went ahead and messed around with this little waterfall feature. All right, so now I didn't really know how big I wanted this entire island sort of deal on the kitchen, so I went ahead and actually demolished some of these walls, and me and Blue later are gonna kind of mess around with the floor plan a little bit and kind of make this a little bit more seamless. So you guys can kind of see we've worked on like the front view of the house a lot already, and it's coming together so freaking well. I'm super excited about it. And then over here up top, this is gonna be probably where the master bedroom is, right guys? So this master bedroom is gonna be pretty massive, a huge view of the kitchen as well, and then a lot of open windows to look into the rest of Bloxburg. A lot of designing to do. I haven't quite decided if I want to connect these two hallways yet, because I kind of want to make this feel like a massive master bedroom over here for the entire house. But you know what, guys, we'll see how things play out. All right, we'll see how things play out, because right now with the floor plan of the house, this looks to be a modern mansion that is going to be about 2 bedrooms, and personally I feel like that's a little too small, but hey, we'll see exactly where things go from here. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys liking this mansion build so far? I hope you guys are getting a little bit of inspiration for all of you guys out there working on your modern mansions as well. But on top of that, guys, you know, the property is coming together slowly but surely. Oop, there's one thing I actually forgot to change over here that just caught my attention. Let me change the coloring of these. Now the thing is, I could change the coloring of these in order to kind of match it, but at the same time, if I keep them this different color, it kind of looks and stands out as sort of like a special sort of gardening square, right? What do you guys think? The one thing that I probably should change though is the inside coloring of this thing. Like, what if we change that? If we change it to like a matching brown, do you guys think it'll look good? There's so many different decisions we could do. There's so little time. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's just leave it like this for right now, because I do feel like it does stand out a little bit. All right, the very next thing I do want to work on over here, you guys kind of saw in the previous episode, I placed a couple of these actual sort of planters and stuff here in order to train my gardening. Now, in the last previous episode, we got our gardening to level 5, which actually unlocks a whole bunch of fresh trees for us. So we'll be saving that to kind of mess around with our gardening here in a future video, but this is going to be a video sometime later this week. All right, I want to plan a greenhouse. Okay, so obviously I'm training my gardening stuff over here. We're planning a whole bunch of stuff on the side over here. I kind of have a couple of filler spots in order to plant these trees in these big plant pots, and I thought to myself, this looks really ugly. Like, I feel like I need something to build. I need something that house all these sorts of plant pots and like planters, just so it's not just in the front of my yard, like kind of taking up space. So my plan is later this week, I'm going to kind of draw up a little bit of a floor plan and then do a live build session. I know you guys have been loving the live builds when it comes to, you know, these Bloxburg sorts of videos. A lot of you guys actually prefer the live commentary, so thank you guys so much for letting me know. But we are going to be building a greenhouse for our trees and our gardening supplies and plants. So it's not going to be very big. It's not going to be super extravagant. It's probably going to fit in this little section right over here. Like this section of the yard is gonna have some sort of like rock stone walkway into a very small sort of greenhouse. So nothing is gonna be too big. The size of it is probably gonna be around the size of this room that you guys kind of see right here. So this room is probably gonna be around the size of it. Maybe if not smaller, it might even be around the size of this small section right over here. So take this sort of size, place it right over here, and then we're definitely gonna go ahead and decorate that out with a whole bunch of gardening things. So that is gonna be something that is on the agenda list. We are gonna be building a greenhouse for all of our plants. I personally want to hit level 10 gardening eventually, but I do know that takes a lot of hours, guys. Like this right here, level 5 gardening probably took me about 2 or 3 hours total of just planting and replanting plants and letting them grow out and stuff. So it definitely does take a little bit of time to kind of work on all of these things right over here. That's just what happens when it comes to playing Bloxburg, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of different things to go ahead and work out for. Let me go ahead and pay my bills over here. Let's go ahead and boost our mood, last but not least, and then let's take a quick little stroll around, see what kind of mansions we can find. I absolutely love how some of you guys are starting to join my private neighborhood at official DField over here. For those of you guys who are building out there and you guys want a little bit of company, maybe some people to talk to, this private server of mine is slowly but surely having a couple of people pop in and out just to kind of check on things. And look at this mansion, guys. How beautiful is this? Now, the only thing about touring stuff here on my actual private plot is I hate the fact that some of these tours are gonna actually happen, and I don't want to spoil myself and just show exactly what is going to be shown in a future video. So maybe Kevin will be in a future you know, subscriber tours video. You guys never freaking know. All right, guys, I was gonna actually do some pizza delivery, but I feel like it would be a better idea. Let's go ahead and hop onto random Bloxburg servers. I absolutely love these parts of the Bloxburg adventures because a lot of people tend to build obviously in the private servers now, and over here hopping onto these random servers, it gives me the idea of some of the things, some of the massive things a lot of people in the Bloxburg realm are working on. So the screen's gonna go black a couple of times here as we do hop onto a couple of servers. We're gonna try to find a house or two to get a little bit of inspiration from. I need to work on my roofing. I need to work on my outside garden. If we see a building that maybe even looks like a greenhouse, we could probably go ahead and check that out as well. But guys, like I was saying in a previous video, I feel like this new neighborhood update definitely makes it just a little bit harder to find these massive extravagant creations on these random servers, because a lot of the builders who are obviously building at that sort of caliber, they're going to be working on their own private plots. So hopefully we can get lucky, guys. Ooh, what is this house being loaded right over here? All right, already caught my attention. It is literally right in front of my property right now. What is this? This looks like some sort of like what do you call it? This looks like some sort of like dignitary's house or something, like maybe one of those ambassador's house or something like that. One of those what do you guys call those buildings that are in different countries but like another country owns it? Oh my gosh, I am brain blanking at 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh my goodness, what they're embassies? Is that what they're called? Yes, this looks like some sort of like embassy where you'd have you maybe the United States, or you have the LGBTQ community just has a nice little embassy just placed off in the middle of the forest. Look how beautiful this looks. I want to walk inside it, but it doesn't look like it's actually fully decorated yet. But what a beautiful freaking creation. Are there any other mansions that have caught my attention? What is that mountain looking thing in the background over there, dude? Oh man, it's kind of interesting to see the sorts of projects people are working on, especially when it's not a mansion of some type. And honestly, guys, the creativity when it comes to all of these basic shapes and all the different things you can actually have on Bloxburg now, absolutely blows my mind away. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some amazing subscriber tours videos planned for you guys in the very close upcoming future. I cannot wait to showcase some of those things for you guys. But what is this very last thing I am seeing over here? Oh, this is like a freaking lake cabin, like a resort being made over here. Oh my goodness. I actually really like the feel of this. Now, it looks really bare bones right now because there's no trees or decorations or anything, but they're definitely working on the entire layout of this cabin lake feel. That looks pretty freaking sick. This is going to be a nice little build that somebody's going to be finishing in the future. A quick shout out to the builder. I don't know exactly how much time is going to be spent putting and completing this entire thing, but hey, Hue and Black, it looks like you've got a nice little massive project to be working on right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like that's going to be the best part to go ahead and end off today's adventure video. I really did just want to kind of showcase some of the updates that happened at my house and some of the things that we've been changing, and I want to get your guys' constructive criticism. Maybe let me know down in the comments below what what you guys would want to change at my mansion if you guys could. But as always, I am DField. We will see you guys again very, very soon for another Roblox video. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Peace.